No, you under arrest.
Recently, a 13-year-old girl was arrested in McDonald's in the UK for its policy of banning unaccompanied minors after 5 p.m. Truly incredible. Have a watch.
No, you under arrest.
When we see this, we begin asking ourselves, is the UK really lost or something? Why is a little girl like this, who just came back from school hungry, and she wasn't even allowed to eat her food, and instead arrested by cops? When such happens, we begin to wonder the type of country we're living in. The government, cops, and all those in government are instead doing what does not look good to its citizens. Some other reports have emerged explaining what really happened, and we were going to cover everything to you in this video. So make sure you watch till the end, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell for upcoming updates. Now, let's uncover everything that led to the arrest of this young British girl. A viral video showcasing the arrest of a 13-year-old girl at a McDonald's in the UK has ignited a firestorm of public outrage and debate. The footage depicts police officers forcibly removing the girl from the restaurant, prompting widespread questions about her alleged wrongdoing. Was her arrest justified due to a no school kids after 5 p.m. policy? Why was she treated so harshly for merely sitting in a fast food establishment? And why did multiple officers respond to a situation involving a minor? In the video, the girl is seen expressing distress as police officers confront her. Witnesses report that she and her friends entered the restaurant around 4:50 p.m, ordered food and attempted to dine in. However, McDonald's has a policy prohibiting unaccompanied minors from eating in the restaurant after 5 p.m. After being informed of this rule, the group allegedly became confrontational. The police were summoned, and the girl, described as the most defiant of the group, was arrested. This incident raises critical questions about the treatment of young people in public spaces and the role of law enforcement. Many onlookers have expressed disbelief that police would resort to such measures for a minor, especially when other teenagers were present, but not arrested. The video has sparked a massive outcry on social media, with users questioning the appropriateness of the police response. Comments like, "Really? We are arresting young girls and we can't even arrest real criminals," reflect a sentiment that many find the actions of law enforcement to be disproportionate. Critics argue that the girl should have been given a warning or politely asked to leave, rather than being dragged out by officers. Supporters of the police argue that rules are rules, and that the enforcement of restaurant policies is necessary for order and safety. However, the method of enforcement, especially concerning a young girl, has left many feeling uneasy. It's essential to consider the role of McDonald's in this situation. The restaurant's policy on unaccompanied minors is meant to ensure a safe environment for all patrons. However, the execution of this policy raises questions. If the girl and her friends were allowed to place their orders and sit down, why was it not possible to inform them of the policy in a more constructive manner? The contradiction of serving the minors before invoking the policy suggests a failure in communication. Shouldn't staff have been trained to handle such situations with more discretion? By allowing the group to order and sit down, the restaurant set a precedent that may have contributed to the misunderstanding. The use of multiple police officers to arrest a single minor raises further concerns. Critics argue that this approach is excessive and sends a troubling message about how society handles young people. While it's understandable that police must respond to disturbances, the severity of their action against a 13-year-old girl seems disproportionate. The incident highlights a broader issue regarding police engagement with youth. In many cases, officers are trained to de-escalate situations rather than resorting to force. This event serves as a reminder that youth are often still in the process of learning about rules and boundaries. A more compassionate approach might have been more effective. From a legal perspective, the arrest of the girl raises questions about the appropriateness of enforcement actions against minors. While restaurants have the right to enforce their policies, the involvement of law enforcement complicates matters significantly. Is it ethical to subject a minor to arrest for a policy infraction that could have been addressed through conversation? Moreover, the incident highlights a critical gap in the system regarding how minors are treated by law enforcement. There is a pressing need for better training for police officers on handling situations involving young people, emphasizing de-escalation and communication. This incident serves as a wake-up call for both businesses and law enforcement agencies. It's crucial for restaurants to ensure that their policies are clearly communicated and enforced, with a focus on customer service and understanding. Additionally, law enforcement agencies must reevaluate their protocols regarding the arrest of minors, ensuring that actions are proportionate and consider the unique circumstances of youth. The public outcry following this incident indicates a significant desire for change. People are calling for a system that is more forgiving and understanding, particularly when it comes to young individuals who may not fully grasp the implications of their actions. As society grapples with this incident, it is clear that the treatment of young people remains a contentious issue. The arrest of the 13-year-old girl for a minor infraction has opened a dialogue about the responsibilities of businesses, the enforcement of rules, and the role of law enforcement in our communities. Moving forward, it is essential that we approach these conversations with empathy and understanding. By fostering a culture that prioritizes communication and de-escalation, we can work towards a society that is more just and supportive of our youth. This incident may be just one example, but it serves as an important reminder that we must do better in how we treat each other, especially our children. As this debate continues, let us advocate for change, ensuring that incidents like this become a thing of the past. The arrest of the 13-year-old girl at a McDonald's in the UK has not only sparked outrage, but also serves as a crucial touchpoint for examining how society treats its youth. This incident encapsulates a myriad of issues, from the enforcement of policies to the appropriate response by law enforcement. As we reflect on the events surrounding this arrest, it is vital to consider the broader implications for our communities, especially concerning the treatment of minors. First and foremost, the behavior of young people should be understood within the context of their developmental stage. Adolescence is a time of exploration, learning, and often rebellion against authority. It is a period marked by emotional volatility and a burgeoning sense of identity. When confronted with rules or authority figures, young individuals may react with defiance or distress. This is a normal part of growing up, and it reflects their struggle to navigate societal expectations. In the case of the girl in the McDonald's incident, her reaction resisting arrest and expressing distress can be understood as a typical adolescent response. Rather than viewing her actions solely through the lens of defiance, we must consider the emotional turmoil that accompanies such interaction. In conclusion, the arrest of the 13-year-old girl at McDonald's serves as a critical reminder of the need for compassion, understanding, and reform in how we engage with youth. This incident has sparked a necessary dialogue about authority, policy enforcement, and the treatment of minors in our communities. As we move forward, let us strive for a culture that prioritizes empathy and education, ensuring that incidents like this become a rare exception rather than the norm. By doing so, we can build a more just and supportive society for all, particularly for our most vulnerable members.